I just heard something beep. It was the gnomes! I see you up there! Plotting against me, conspiring. I'm onto your game, gnomes! Guys, we're back with another episode of PowerWash Simulator 2. And we are, of course, once again joined by our beautiful little babies. Yes, we are. Gotta always pet the babies. Hello, Ulysses. Don't worry, I'm keeping the bad man away from you. Yeah, last time we cleaned up the Zeppelin, which I'm trying to remember where that one was. It was somewhere around here. But anyway, now we got a new location in Fumarole, which is a cement mixer. We'll see how long this one takes. I might be able to get a second one in, but we'll at least get this one started. Axel Lummox. What a name. What a name. So how to unpack all this? As far as I can tell, there are only two A. Lummoxes in the entire world, but we both live in the same county, with entries in the same recruitment directory. Melts the mind, I know. I'm Axel Lummox, hairstylist extraordinaire. The other A. Lummox is Arthur, who's a temporary supervisor specializing in mining ops. Guess which one of us got called up to run things here for the day? Oh. That is an unfortunate mix-up. Ooh, there's mines. I want to go. I yearn for the mines. Darn it. Oh well, maybe next time. They got a lot of things set up here, so I imagine I'm probably gonna get called in to clean some excavation equipment later or something. Darn it, I can't go over that way. I'm just curious, trying to see what all they got. Darn it, they got the darn invisible barriers to block me! No! Let me explore the world! But yeah, I imagine they're gonna have us come out here and clean something else at some point. This area is too well developed for there not to be something else here later. I'm also just kind of curious. There's our baby! Hello, Squeaky! Nope, can't go back this way. Oh, Ulysses. You silly baby. What are you doing up here? Let me up. I need to pet my kitty. Physics will not keep me from my babies. There, kitty has been pet. Where is Bubbles? Imagine they're hiding around here somewhere. Nope, not back there. Oh well, hopefully we'll spot them eventually. Not it. Oh, there you are! I was about to say, are they in the hole? You silly kitty, you're not a dog. Okay. All is right with the world. Kitties have been shown affection. Alright, let's take a look down here at this. Start off with our yellow nozzle and see how it... Oh, honestly, not too bad. At least start with the bottom row of everything. Oh, there's Axel. So, this morning I get a call from an agency asking me to get myself to a mine. I'm out rushless. That's weird, I think. But then I think, don't be judging McFrowner said, miners need haircuts too. You know what, that is a fair way to look at it. And also, thank you for not judging anybody for you know, having a job like that. Like, there are some people who think, oh, you work a low-class job, so you don't really care how you look. Everybody deserves to feel good about themselves, so good on you, Axel. I appreciate you. Thank you for not being, well, what would the word be for it? Like, for judging people based on their finances, I guess would be the way to put it. Now I'm gonna need something stronger for, so I'll hit that up in a sec. But, let's keep working on the bottom of these mud flaps and these tires. I do like these trucks. My dad used to... I said before that my dad worked in fabrication for a long time. And he used to work in a couple of factories here and there, where he had to he had to drive really big trucks occasionally to work sites to haul in all sorts of metals and whatnot. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's still a lot of gunk on these tires. And it was always really cool getting to see what sort of things he would bring in, or what he would come driving in. Because sometimes he would bring them home for a little bit, or like overnight before going out to a location early in the morning. Okay, that's those two down. Maybe I need to hit a little bit from the top on these. There's one. Okay, the tree does one pair. That's good to know. Okay, back down I go. And he was really, really good with driving them. One of his most impressive feats was he got to parallel park a cherry picker once. They were bringing it in to reach some really high up work that they had to do, and they couldn't tell where would be a good place to park everything. And my dad's like, "Oh, you could just park it there." And they're like, "Are you crazy? You can't park it there. It's not gonna fit." And he just goes, "Watch me," and then proceeded to parallel park a freaking cherry picker. Because you don't ever tell people in my family that we can't do something. We will find a way to do it just to spite you. Just to prove you wrong. And then have you owe us money or a drink or something. And try to think about anything else that he did that was really impressive with trucks. He used to have to take them around to downtown areas, which those are always a pain to navigate in the really, really big trucks, especially when you're hauling a lot of metal in with you. And he wouldn't always be the one driving, but sometimes he would just have to take over because he would get annoyed with how paranoid some of the guys would be driving. He would just be like, "Alright, shut up and give me the wheel. Y'all are taking too long." Oh, there's Axel again. So I drive out here, all excited at the possibilities, but when I arrive, they immediately pop a hard hat on me. Not only is that extremely rude, but also, do you realize how long it took to get my pompadour popping like this? You know what? That is kind of rude. Don't even give a guy a chance to figure out what he's supposed to be doing there. He just kind of assumes stuff. But I also understand that it is a safety concern. A lot of these work sites, they are going to be dealing with things where they cannot always 100% guarantee somebody's safety if they're not wearing the proper equipment. And not to mention, there's also always the... Let's see. Yeah, those are good. That's good. That's good. Okay. There's always the risk of something flying off, something breaking. There's a lot of things you really can't predict when it comes to those types of work sites. And yeah, they probably were just thinking, well, he's the guy coming here to work, so let's go ahead and get this on him before anything goes wrong, because there have been plenty of people in my family who have seen just how quickly things can go to hell in a construction site or things like that. Even in a lab environment, you can never really predict what's going to happen. Also, this is white underneath? What the heck? Who actually makes a truck like this and makes it white? That is just accidents and mess waiting to happen. What the heck? Sorry, that baffled me for a second there. I had to point that out. Because you typically, with tires this big, they're not on there for show. They are on there because you were driving through mud and dirt. Oh. So I phoned my agency guy, and he explains that he's booked the wrong lummox. Yeah, so then you leave because you're not qualified. Fantastic, I think. Now what? Now you leave because you are not qualified for the things they need you to do. And if you try to assume responsibility, you could end up causing more problems in the long run for them. Well, we wouldn't be in this situation if people followed logic now, would we? There we go, I need that for all that rust. Because that is not just mud on some of these parts, that is straight up rust. Let's see, I think I need to get the top part here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, tire's good, wheel's good. The bend is good. Okay. At least finish getting the bottom parts. And then I'll get up and start working on the really bad rust spots. Or at least very much get the... At the very least get the fender here. Get the rest of that up. Get that tire started. Then once I've got... There we go, I think I've got a good majority of that done. Yeah, if you ever see any of these big trucks, you seldom ever see a white one. And there's good reason for that, because most people don't want to spend every second of their day cleaning mud and gunk off of it, trying to make it look halfway presentable. You go for darker colors, that way you don't have to deal with all that. Let's see, there we go. Now where's the worst of the rust at on this thing? Also, this is a very common thing to have a stuffed animal on here. My sister hates it because she loves stuffed animals. So anytime she's ever, like, whenever we saw a truck that had that, she would always get really upset and be like, and then we'd have to remind her, no, you cannot just go saving every stuffed animal that is tied to somebody's bumper. That is their property, and as much as you dislike it, you cannot control what people do with their property. Though I have a feeling if we ever left her alone with a pair of scissors, she would absolutely be cutting them free and taking them away. Because she considers it cruel and unusual to do that to a stuffed animal. Alright. Let's work on these tanks. You know what? I think this is an appropriate moment for the soap nozzle. Because that is some thick rust. Even the concentrated one's not getting it. Take a look at how... Oops. Take a look at how much... Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of gunk on this thing. Oh, I could turn that on and have that spin. That'll be nice. Maybe I'll do that for the last part. Just kind of sit there and spray it all down. But first, I want to get... Because it looks like there's some rust on... I think there's also rust on this fender, too, from what I was seeing. So, let's... I'll at least get the tankers first. And then I'll hit up whatever I can with this. So let's... yeah, that'll be good. Alright, so use spritz down. And then run over, get this guy. Nice little sudsing. And this was coming off alright. But I noticed that this back bumper area was pretty bad. So, also it's got a license plate there, so you can go ahead and get that taken care of. There we go. Get all of you coated. And let's go ahead and hit this ladder too, because I feel like this is some more rust on this thing. There we go. And then, where's the... step stool. Just what I needed. Just plonk you right there, and then give this a quick spray down across all of that. really can't tell how much of this is rust and how much of it is just the dirt, but hey, I've got it on, might as well use it. Let's see, and then hit up. Oh, I should have grabbed the stool, sorry. It has been a long day at the arcade, and I am not necessarily thinking as clearly as I should. Which means I am the perfect person to use a power washer right now. Get this a little spritz down. Get all of that good and soaked up. There we go. Okay. It's not looking too bad. Get the rest of this part soaked down. And it already feels like it's cutting through a good amount of the muck. Got a little bit left. I need to see if I can, whoop, there we go. Hit the top of this guy. Maybe get this a little bit too. And then we'll start finally soaking everything through. Okay. Oops, I did not mean to hit you. Alright, and we'll just swap back. Whoop. Forgot I left that on, my bad. Okay. Then jump up on here, get the rest of the top of this guy. Oh yeah, that is coming off so much easier now. Yeah, that is much better than it was before. Sorry, I've kind of been focusing in on getting these parts clean. How have you guys been today? Haven't had a chance to ask that yet. I think by this point we're all fully recovered from the holidays. We're having enough time to relax, breathe a sigh of relief, and then some of us kind of being upset about having to go back to work or school or whatnot. I mentioned it in my supermarket simulator video the other day, but I'm actually possibly looking at getting some slightly adjusted hours for work now that the holidays are over. They're talking about moving me more to a morning shift. Which, I mean, hey, if they do, then that will be good. I might have some time to start streaming, which is something that I've talked about wanting to do in the past. I gotta get a little bit of tweaking done to my setup. But once I do, I definitely would like to give that a try. Have a couple of games in mind that I'd want to do whenever I start that. There we go. Get the rest of that cleaned up. That's a lot better already, honestly. But, yeah, I got a few different games I'd like to try out. I mentioned, wanting to do maybe some Kingdom Hearts streams, some Left 4 Dead. Heck, I could even do, like, maybe PowerWash Simulator or Supermarket Simulator, get some friends on there with me. Oh, there's Axel again. Agency guys tell me to improvise. He says that 93% of any job is one big confidence trick. No, that is how you get sued. Well, I could do the fandango before I could walk, so confidence is one thing I do have. Let's see. That part looks alright. Okay, so that... Oh, that is some bad stains on that. Okay, I couldn't tell if that was just its color or what for a second there. Most of this is coming along nicely, at least. Yeah, I am definitely going to need some more soap for all of this stuff. But at least it got a good portion of it taken care of. At least get this truck bed and these tankers finished up. Let's see, you're good, you're good, you're... Okay, all that is good now. Perfect. Okay, get you hosed down. Okay, I think that's about as good as that part's really gonna get. Now, I'm trying to figure out where the rest of the stuff I'm missing for the truck bed is at. Okay, well, there's that part done at least. Okay, that's just part of the dispenser over there. Go ahead and get the inside of that part there. Also probably should swap out that. But, sorry, I keep getting distracted. Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't mind maybe getting some friends together, playing some PowerWash Simulator or some Supermarket Simulator together. I also really wouldn't mind doing some Left 4 Dead co-play. Some Left 4 Dead plays together. I know my partner has Left 4 Dead, so he'd be down for that. And I got a couple of friends, got one or two who on some Discords I'm in who also do streaming, so I'm gonna talk to them, and I'm always open to new ideas. I wouldn't mind trying out stuff like Among Us, Peak, some more of those like multiplayer cooperative or competitive games, Repo, stuff like that. I wouldn't mind giving stuff like that a try. If there's any suggestions you guys have, I would love to hear them. I'm still relatively new to literally all of this, so any, like, feedback, any notes, I'm always more than happy to listen to the advice that I get. And one thing I did bring up in my Supermarket Simulator video is that in regards to the streaming, I never go into any of this expecting I'm going to get any money out of it. I always said that this channel and anything I did through it, streaming, recording, any of it, was mostly just going to be just because it's something that I wanted to do. It's going to be that first, and just me kind of vibing and having a good time. But that doesn't mean that I don't value others' opinions and their feedback. That's part of why I looked into getting my voice box upgraded, was because of all the feedback I received about the old one. So, yeah, I'm always open to suggestions and feedback, anything that you guys want to share. I always listen to, and I appreciate anyone who takes the time to give constructive criticism. And I do specify constructive criticism, not just being a dick. Because there are definitely people who are like that, though I haven't really encountered too many of those yet, thankfully. Maybe down the road I will, but for now, I haven't really gotten anything that's too bad. But yeah, if you guys got any suggestions for games you'd like to see me play together with other people, or any potential future streaming ideas, let me know down in the comments. I might also start a poll once I'm ready to start doing the live streaming. Give this a second to fill back up and just see where I'm at. Oh. I guess I can't climb up on this. Let's see. Yeah, I still kind of want to save this part for last, but I feel like I definitely need to work on, like, this all needs to be sprayed down because this is some thick gunk. Might see how well this part cleans off, though. Maybe, like, yeah, I can swap to this one for a little bit. Oh, there's Axel again. I cobbled together a pop-up hairdressing salon and treat all the guys and girls to a spanking new angle. You should have seen them after a deep conditioning. It's nice of you. Like leaping lambs on a spring morning. It's good for you. Found a way to turn an honest mistake into a good time for everybody involved. I like seeing that sort of optimism and attitude. Okay, whoop. Let's look at this part. I still really do love this flat surfaces one. This is a lifesaver. Because, like, look how quickly it just cut through all of this junk. Even when I can't get it perfectly, it still does just a general good job of spritzing everything down. Give that. Though I do still very much question the sense of whoever decided to paint this truck white in the first place. Like I said, mud ball waiting to be in motion. Whoever did that just really took some artistic liberties that did not pan out too well. Okay. That's a good majority of all of that, at least. Sorry, I know I get distracted so easily when I just really get in the zone with my cleaning. And let's finish saving this poor bear. There we go. Oh, that's cute. But, yeah, I think I'll set up some polls for games people might like to see me stream. Like I said, Kingdom Hearts would be on the table, Left 4 Dead, of course, is on the table. And then just, like, whatever we're kind of vibing with at the time. Because it might turn into a thing of, oh, well, this was originally a stream for this game, but we kind of reached a good spot, or we finished up, and all that. So now we're gonna go play, like, golf with your friends or something. That's another game that I have fun with. So yeah, I'll start doing polls for stuff like that. And if you guys got any suggestions, let me know, and then I'll put it all together and be like, okay, which one do you guys want to see first? Oh, sorry, pop-ups. Oops, wrong one. And then let's get... I could go ahead and use you real quick for just a couple little finishing touches on the front parts here. Those mirrors are good. Let's get the other side of this. Am I missing anything for this? No, that part's good. The frame's good. Okay. I see something at the steps. That's what's setting it off. Alright, what am I missing on you? Is that it? Nope, still... Okay, there we go. The body. That's what's next. Okay, go ahead and get that. Get that. Try to get the last little bit on that window I see there. Oh, no, wait, that's a sticker. Really couldn't tell what that said for a second there. Okay. I think that's most of the front of this. Yeah, it's all that. Okay. Yep. A little bit left on that. A couple little spots here and there on you. That side there, that's what did it. Okay. Window, exhaust stack. Okay, yeah, that's like all the big stuff there. Now let's... dang it, I gotta go back and wait on this. Kinda wish there was a way to speed this part up just a little bit. Like, something you could do, you could shake it up or something. Alright, this part definitely looks like it's caked the worst out of it all. So, let's... Come on, a little bit more, a little bit more. Yeah, hopefully that should be good enough. Alright, let's get all this sudsed up. Get a good head start on all that. Yeah, darn, I was gonna try and be cool and jump up onto it, but I am not destined for coolness ever. Okay, get all that good and sudsy. Great. The one thing that kind of sucks about using the soap here is that because everything is already white, you really can't tell what you have and haven't hit yet. Also, I am pretty sure this is like cement or concrete or something on here. This is not mud. So, what is in our frickin' soap solution that we were able to do this at all? I am questioning the science of this game. One of my friends, Sinclair, actually told me on my last video that I needed to, like, check out one of, like, apparently not MatPat because he's retired, but, like, Game Theory had a video talking about, like, the secret conspiracies and stuff about the PowerWash Simulator 2. I watched a long time ago, I watched the one that MatPat himself did for the first game, but I hadn't seen I didn't realize that Game Theory did one for the second game, so I'll have to check that out later. Oh. Unfortunately, though, we got a bit carried away and left one of the mixers running. The cement dried, hence you're here. Agency guy said if I didn't fix the stitch, they'd dock my pay for a year. No, ouch you very much. Yeah, I mean, honestly, again, not this guy's fault that they sent the wrong person. That's kind of on them. And again, you sent somebody who was unqualified, and instead of owning up to your mistake, you tell him to wing it? All that damage is on you, Buster. Like I said, it's a game world. If it operated on logic, it wouldn't be half as fun. We wouldn't have as many crazy, weird things to clean up. Alright, let's see. What am I missing on here? A little bit on the bottom here. I see it. Come on. There we go. Shoot itself is good. Okay. And anything on this side? Yes. I saw that little burst. Oh, a little bit there. Alright, now let's... Oh, actually a couple hours this time. Haha! I was cool for 0.2 seconds. A new record! Alright, that one's clean. That rail's good. That part's good. Okay. Get that all cleaned up. Alright, let's see. I think that's... Oh, there we go. Got that part done. Oh, anything else really on this part here? I think we're probably gonna have to just, like, blast the outside, like, this whole drum with soap at this point. Because, yeah, this is barely making a dent. So, back to the soap nozzle. Oh, and actually... Oh, I'm waiting. I almost forgot about this guy up here. There we go. So... Actually, let's get... Let's see. Where is this grab rail that it's talking about? It's saying the cement drum is the big one, the grab rail, and the drum support ring. Which, that's the support ring. Is that one of those things I can't see until I start turning it? What is the other part that's dirty? What is, where is it? Cab grab rail. Let me see where that is. Is that... No, that's dispenser. That's dispenser. Is it... Oh, this. This little guy. There we go. Okay. So now it's just the drum and the supporting ring. So, go ahead and swap that over. And... Get on the ladder. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is... I can see now what we were missing on this. Get all of you sudsed. ahead and just spritz you down as much as possible. Then once I've got a good coating on all of it, then I can just kind of sit back and let go with the power washer and just have a good time. Have you guys ever used a power washer in real life? Just curious if anybody out there's ever done this sort of thing before. It doesn't have to be professionally. They make like at-home use power washers for just like day-to-day use. And I've seen stories about people who got one. I just heard something beep. It was the gnomes! I see you up there! Plotting against me, conspiring. I'm onto your game, gnomes! Oops, I lost my spot. 1 second. Okay, making sure there wasn't like a problem with recording. I'm a little bit paranoid because, there was one, supermarket simulator video I did a while back where I didn't realize how full my storage had gotten, and because of that, there was a beeping sound at one point, and I did not realize it was from OBS. I thought it was an in-game thing. And yeah, that was it telling me that my storage was full, so I basically wasted a whole in-game day of time that did not get recorded. So I had to go back and do another recording later to make sure that it wasn't too short of a game, you know, or too short of a video, because I didn't want to just post half a day of work. But I got it fixed. I heard a beep, and it immediately set me on edge. Like, oh no, am I gonna have to redo all of this? Go check. Better go check. Better to be safe than sorry. Okay, so now, ooh, you know what we could do? This ought to be fun. Oops. Just sit here and let the flat one do the work for us. Because I imagine this is going to get any remaining gunk off pretty easily. There we go. That is the support ring. And now we just sit here and blast the drum. Because, yeah, anything that the soap didn't get, this is absolutely getting it off of there. Very satisfying to watch this go. Let's get, yeah, better angle for this. This will be fun to watch when it does the recap video. Okay. But yeah, if you guys have ever used a power washer in real life, please let me know. I'm very curious about how one handles. Never actually gotten to use one in person. I think that's everything from this side, so let's move over to here. And I'm very just curious about how one handles. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be one of the like professional giant ones like we're using in the game, but just like even one of the like little personal getting stuff cleaned up around the house type of power washer. Do they have a lot of kick to them? Are they weird to get used to? Just, you know, very curious, honestly. It's one of those things that my family never really used. My parents have a decent sized, not like a huge yard. They don't really like having a lot of like stuff like that. They don't like big properties. My dad hates yard work. So they don't have enough to really warrant using a power washer, but it's one of those things I've always been kind of curious about. And I'm sure that playing this game definitely got a lot of people curious about how a power washer would handle in general. Alright. There we go. That is all of it. Okay, message from Annie. Is this Jet and Flo's Angels? I need a hand flipping my farmhouse. Oh, that is gonna be a big one. Alright, well, let's go ahead and see how this one ended up. Whoop, covering it with the cursor a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that was such a different color underneath. My gosh. That is night and day. This is Arthur Lubbock's, the actual temporary supervisor at Fortune's Mine. Public access to this mine is strictly prohibited, and you shouldn't have been here. We'll need you to sign an NDA to that effect, and trust that you will destroy any videographic evidence of your work. That said, the cleaning itself was outstanding. Please don't speak of any of this to anyone. Ever. Ooh, that's not suspicious at all, is it? Is it all part of the big government conspiracy theory in this world? Okay, well, the next one looks like it's probably going to be pretty huge. I think it's... there we go. Am I not able to... yeah, that is a big one. I think we're going to have to save that one for the next video. How much time do I have on this one? Still not too long. Let's see if there's any... oops, I'm sorry if I sprayed you, babies. My bad, Mama, sorry. Let's see if there's any new furniture or anything that we can get. I did say there were a couple things I wanted to try saving up for. That is still going to be such a long way off. But... ooh, we could get the rug and the table that go with our chair and couch. So yeah, let's go ahead and get those. How much do I have left? I'll start with these first. We already got enough couches. And I still need... let's see, what was the next big one I needed to save up for? Let's see. Urbans. That's the Urban Extreme, the Prima Vista Pro. Yeah, these things cost so much money. But... I was trying to see if there was a way to check in here, like, what power washers I've got. But it doesn't really show you what you've got here. It just shows you, like, the skins. Which, I don't get why they have this when there's not really any cosmetics that you can buy. It's just these and that's it. It's a little bit boring in that regard, but oh well. Problem for future us! For now, we have new furniture to clean up. Yeah, I got all the stuff from last time. So let's start with the rug. That should be a pretty easy one. Oh, and actually, I have one that was made for this. Literally made for flat surfaces. So this is perfect. There we go. Alright, and let's see. Guess we need to start separating some of the retro stuff. Leave you there for now. Take... okay. Let's move... I forget which one you are. I'll move you here for now. Give me... I want this rug. Give me this rug. No, not the lamp. The rug. Why can I not pick up the rug? Why can I pick up any of this? The placement for this stuff is so annoying sometimes. Let's see. Can I... oh, I can do that. Okay, that works out then. Then I'll place it down over here in a moment. Let's put that there. Move you back just a touch. There we go. And then a little bit more of it this way. Okay. you back out. Why is this... I hate how this thing works sometimes. The furniture placement is a cool idea, but at the same time, it is so fickle. I want to be free. Let me decorate my shit. Okay. Oops. Then I saw it for like half a second. You can go there. Why can I not put chair on rug? That's what most people do with area rugs. Okay. And then I can take you. Stick you maybe like over by here for now. Okay. Alright, and then let's get our next piece out from the Whimsical series. Oh yeah, this is perfect for the top of this table. Alright, got all of that. Now for the underneath. Yeah, I don't think that one's going to be as good for that part. Oh, darn it. I keep hitting the wrong button, my bad. There we go. That's much better. Much, much better. Go ahead and, like, get all this spritz down. This one at least isn't as thick and stuck on there as the cement was. But like I said, I am still very much questioning what exactly is in our soap solution that we were able to clean through what I'm assuming was cement or concrete of some kind. There we go. Alright. Get this placed over here. I hate this. I hate that I cannot put things where I want them to go. That looks so awful there. There. That'll do for now. Alright, so we kind of have a bunch of different little corners going on. But I'm not too mad about it. I think that's all of our current furniture. So yeah, we got a couple more little things put in for now. We have our little whimsy area. Kind of wish there was a little sit-down button. Or it would also be a really... I'm just moving on this. I am not touching the WASD keys or anything right now. It's just moving me back and forth. Okay, that's interesting to find out. I wish there was like a sit button or an interact button with the furniture that you get. So you apparently cannot stand on the furniture, by the way. Interesting thing to discover. You just slide right off. So you cannot even pretend to sit on the furniture. Is that true for all of it or just the whimsical stuff? Nope, that is all of it. Very interesting discoveries I have made today. But yeah, I wish it was either a sitting function or there, like, as you build up more and more furniture, you could have the kitties come down here and interact or lay on it, like have Ulysses perched on top of the piano or one of the cats trying to bat the keys, have them nesting in the shelves or trying to scratch at the light post and paw at the lamps or something like that. I think that'd be really cute. It would be like kind of in the first Kingdom Hearts game where you have the 101 Dalmatian puppies, and as you find them scattered across the worlds and they go back home, every time you visit the house you see more and more puppies interacting with the furniture across the house. I think that would be really cute if the cats could do something like that here, but oh well, wishful thinking. I have wasted enough time here. Next time we'll tackle the farmhouse. It's probably going to be a whole video in and of itself. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!
Aw, game over already? Don't worry, there's always more fun to be had later. If you enjoyed your stay, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for visiting Arya's Arcade. Bye-bye!